I'm Cat Caracelo. I'm the founder of Journey Path Institute. I'm a depth coach. I'm an artist. I guide process. And I am so excited to continue a conversation that we've been having over the last few weeks. Depth work is such an exciting field. And it's so important to think about what depth, D-E-P-T-H, means to you, especially if you feel like I've always been more of a surface girl. And I don't believe you if you say that. I think that's a story, because by nature, human beings are deep divers. We are curious, like Alice in Wonderland. We want to go where we're told not to go, right? And as we get older and as we get wiser in our life, we start to be able to choose new pathways. And this is really what I'm excited about, is the ability to choose and know. By diving deep and finding our own wisdom, we start to determine direction and language direction. There have been times in my life that I have spun like a compass out of control. Like there is no magnetic force in my field and I am just spinning. I've spent years like that. And I was also tied to certain roles and responsibilities in those years. So it wasn't that I was spinning off my axis. I didn't fly out into the galaxies beyond, but I was spinning inside. That's so disorienting. I know we all have stories like that of how we want to experience life and how life is happening. And our stories are based on experience. But our stories can also be based on choice, choosing a new path, getting clarity, and starting to develop a language of possibility, right? To really allow ourselves to shine, to find that next stage of growth, that next stage of ability, that next stage of delight. And if you're a deep diver, I'm going to guess that delight includes some exploration of concepts and ideas. We think about skill building and discipline and some of these words as being quite structured. And I, as an artist, do not necessarily love these words. But I do love the language of journey. And I do love the language of exploring. And I do love the language of expanding. And I don't bypass myself when I'm not feeling great. But I know to bring whatever my experience is actually into conversation with myself. And I do that by integrating these core concepts of depth work. I do it in everything I do. I do it as I paint or as I draw. I do it when I'm walking the dog or laying, drifting off to sleep. I am aware of this living language in my life. And this is what I'm excited about. I want to invite you to a masterclass where we're talking specifically about redefining our life through creative depth coaching. And I'm going to introduce more of those key ways that we redefine our life, that there are real ways, like keys that open locked doors, that allow us access to language, to orientation, just like that spinning compass, right? I needed some ability to focus and bring myself back to myself, back into direction to choose my path. And sometimes we need to redefine. We need to unravel the past and look deep. So this masterclass is going to be fantastic. It's going to give you what you need. I'm going to give you some really fabulous keys to exploring your own life. And we're going to talk about creative depth coaching and how it might be part of what you're interested in expanding into. So I can't wait. Come to masterclass. You can see all the information and get right in right now. So I'll see you soon. I can't wait to talk about those keys that will help us to redefine our life. And we'll talk soon.